Hello, my name is Victoria and welcome to my first ever book haul. The first three books I have to talk about are the first three books in the Night Runner series. We have Look in the Shadows, Stalking Darkness, and Traitor's Moon. These are all by Lynn Flewelling. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Flewelling. I've never really looked it up. I hope it's pronounced Flewelling. I've already read the first two books, you can probably tell, and I am going to read this book in the near future. It's a fantasy series, if you could not already tell by the covers, revolving around two main characters. Alec is in jail and Serigel rescues him. He doesn't know him, but he's thrown in jail too and he rescues him. And then Serigel takes Alec on as his apprentice and they go on so many adventures and they nearly die like 50 times, but you love that. Next book I have here to talk about is Two on a Tower by Thomas Hardy in the beautiful Penguin English Library edition. I wanted to read more Hardy after I'd read Far From the Madding Crowd, also in this beautiful Penguin English Library edition, because I just adored this book. Obviously the spines look nice together, along with my other Penguin English Library, which is Where Angels Fear to Tread, which was also brilliant. So I am getting a nice little collection here, and it is not gonna stop there, trust me. Two on a Tower tells the story of Lady Constantine, who breaks all social rules by falling in love with a boy 10 years her junior. Next book I ordered off Amazon, second hand, although when you see it you'll be like, that's not second hand. That is second hand. And it's The Prisoner of Night and Fog by Anne Blankman in the beautiful American cover, because I just really liked the American version. So when I saw it second hand, like new, I thought, let's take a chance. It's the book I'm currently reading. I could not believe the prices for second-hand hardcover of this online. It was ridiculous. Some people were selling them for £90. £90? What? It cost about £5 second-hand. But all that money is going towards Housing Works, HIV and AIDS. So it's a bookstore cafe, which I think sounds awesome, and they're just giving all of the money they got from me to help homelessness and HIV and AIDS, which I think is a really good cause. So I feel very good about having this book. This book is set in Germany in 1931, so before Hitler's rise to power, but when Hitler is gaining popularity. It's about Hitler's fictional niece, Gretchen. She's not really his niece, she's just a very close family friend, and she calls him Uncle Dolph, and she treats him like he's her uncle. Never questioned him and she's always followed the rules, but when a young Jewish reporter comes along and makes her question how her father actually died, she starts to see the truth behind her uncle. The next two books I bought for holiday, I went into Waterstones and I picked some books that I wanted to take away to Lanzarote with me. And they are Eleanor and Park and Throne of Glass. So I really don't think I need to say much about these books. I've already read both of them, I loved both of them, and I'll talk more about them in my wrap-up. But this is, of course, about Eleanor and Park meeting on a bus and falling in love, and this is about a kick-butt assassin called Selena. The next book I got, it is The Blazing World by Siri Hustvedt. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, surnames. Harriet Burden has always liked attention in the New York art world, so she sets up 3 solo exhibits under the names of 3 different men. When she reveals that she is the woman behind the men, some people really don't believe her. It's told through a series of different documents and statements because a man dies and she is very much involved in it. It's also, you know, it's going to be a powerful commentary on prejudice and money and fame and such, and I am really excited to read it and then give my views when I know more about it. But yes, beautiful book, excited. And then the last 3 books I got as a complete surprise, I was not planning on buying any more books because I was not thinking that I would read any more of these books, because I only usually like to buy books when I'm going to read them. But we went to Plasnewid. There's a second-hand bookshop there, and I was not expecting to find anything, because usually you find a bunch of thrillers and romance, which I have nothing against, they're just not quite my thing. And I went to the hardback section, because if you're going to find a deal in a second-hand bookshop anywhere, it's going to be in the hardback section. And I was just looking through the shelves, and then I saw it. A book I've been wanting to read for so long, since it was revealed that it was coming out, and I loved The Shining, and I've been wanting to read Doctor Sleep, and there I saw it on a shelf for £2, and doesn't it look like new? It just doesn't look like it's been read, and there is the evidence that it cost £2. From that vibrating, my phone rang. Anyway, Doctor Sleep. I don't want to spoil The Shining, but this is this is the character later in his life. And look at the kitty! So yes. And then I thought, okay, I'll buy one hardcover because we've got to carry it back to the car. But no, because I was looking along the shelf as well, and I saw The White Tiger. And look, again, it looks like new. Won the Man Booker Prize. I already have it on Kindle, and my dad's read it, and I was going to read it, and then I thought, well, I'll never get the chance to get this in hardcover for £1 again, so I have to have it. And I did know what this is about, but I've kind of forgotten, but I know that it's set in India, and I'll tell you more. And then I was just still looking along the shelves because I thought, these shelves are amazing, and I saw this, and this is more of an impulse buy because I hadn't heard of it before. It's called Rome, the Emperor's Spy by M.C. Scott. Rome is burning, only one man can save it. And again, it's hardcover. It's not, the spine's not broken or anything. The pages are a little bit yellowed, but it was £2. So this is about Emperor Nero, who has read a prophecy that predicts that Rome will burn. His spy, Astos Pantera, who's coming back from Britannia, and he's sick of spying, but Nero asked him to do this one last thing. And the chariot boy, who is loved by both men and lusted after by one of them. So that concludes my book haul. You could call it an August book haul, but I got some of these in July. Okay, now I'm gonna try and do that thing where they pick the books up. Books, I love you. Is this how I do the thumbnail?